Hey guys, how's it going? Well, today is Monday, right? Today's Monday. I don't know. When I'm out of school, I don't know what day it is. Um, I've actually recorded two vlogs before this, but it hasn't actually kept any of them. I don't know why. When I stopped recording, it was like publishing, not really, and it never worked. It's like it never recorded it. They were just me ranting about grades and stuff. I have a good GPA, but I was talking about how GPA is a flawed system, which it is. It's a horrible system. I hate it. So, but I'll just pick a shorter topic because it was going on like 12 minutes. Maybe that's why it didn't work. Anyway, this weekend I went camping in Oklahoma, and my previous three vlogs were from there, and I uploaded them all yesterday because while I was in Oklahoma camping, I had no service, and it's kind of hard to upload videos to the internet when you have no phone service. So, but I'm still doing it, every day. Look at me. So, what will the topic now be? I don't know. I was talking about GPA, and if I could go back in time, I would tell myself you don't have to make good grades to succeed in life because it doesn't change anything, which is very true because I'll talk a little bit about it. The basic idea of that failed vlog was that there were many classes that I made. I haven't made that many C's, but that I made a C in, that I actually learned a lot in, and taught me a lot. They were just really hard classes, and I made a C. Or I just messed up something, or I didn't read the syllabus, and they took off for attendance. I've made so many not A's in college just from attendance because I don't. I don't. Sometimes I feel like it's just a complete waste of my time to go to class, which is ridiculous because my parents are paying for it, and I should be grateful, and I should just go to every class ever, but I don't do it. And you know what? I don't really. I sleep fine at night, so sorry, mom and dad. They're not watching this anyway. What was I talking about? Yeah, well, mostly high school grades. Was what I was meaning to talk about. What was it? Oh yeah, you can learn blah blah blah, and then there are blow off classes that you get an A in, but you didn't learn anything. And on paper, the way they count for your GPA, it's reversed. It's like your grade is your grade, and that is supposed to tell someone, a future employer, I'll get into that in a second. A future employer will that one number, it reduces your entire education to one number. It doesn't tell the whole story, which makes it completely useless. And I wish someone had told me when I entered college that you don't, unless you're going into the medical field or to become an engineer or something, nobody needs to know about your GPA except you. You're the only person who it affects. And you don't have to put it on your resume if you don't want to, if it's not really high, and they shouldn't ask you about it because it doesn't matter and nobody really cares. The only time that you're going to use GPA in terms of like a hiring situation is if there's someone who's equally qualified as you, and they're trying to find some sort of thing to differentiate between the two of you because they don't like making an actual decision. Sorry. But that, to be blunt, but that's basically what it is it's a scapegoat for making an actual decision. I hate GPA so much, and like I said, I have a good one, but I still hate it. It's very flawed. High school GPA is completely different. I think it's good to have grades in high school to get you into college. Obviously, because it's just different. You're not gonna apply to college with a resume and come in all dressed up with your briefcase and tell them your qualifications. They need numbers. They need something numeric to look at and say this person's a good student. And it makes me mad because I had straight A's in high school, 4.0. I had a killer score on the SAT. I did AP tests and got college credit, and now I'm going to a public university on 0 scholarships because they just don't hand them out here, I guess, or I don't really know why I don't have any scholarships to where I'm going. But it's really cheap, and it's the only school that my parents could afford, so that's why I'm going here. because it's like $7,000 a year for tuition, which is ridiculous. Or it's per semester, sorry, not per year. And some of I applied to a lot of other private universities that offered me tons of scholarships. Baylor University, I almost went there. They told me basically that they gave me a full ride at first, and then I was all set to go there. And then we called to clarify some of the financial aid, and they were like, actually, we gave you $8,000 less than what we told you. And my parents were like, well, I guess you're going to that public university that I don't want to name on the internet. And I was like, so what was all that work for? And I wish I could go back in time and tell myself, dude, John, 15-year-old John, you can make C's all through high school and slack off, and it won't matter because you'll end up at the same school. And you will still have the same amount of intelligence because it doesn't matter. You're never going to use half the things you learn in high school. No, that's not true entirely, but like I'm never going to talk about Cicero with anybody or anything like that. So screw my English classes. The only thing English is good for is whatever. I'm not going to go into that. The only thing English is good for is teaching you the proper grammar, spelling, and punctuation rules. And by the time you get to high school English, you're just reading ancient literature and analyzing it and reading poetry and all the things that I don't care about because you can just make things up and the teacher will like it. I don't want to get into English classes. I hate English classes. I hate them so much because so often I've been asked to, in class, like we were supposed to read like a poem before we came to class or like a excerpt from, Shakespeare or something. And I wouldn't read it, and the teacher would call me and be like, John, what did you think of this passage? And I would look down at it, and I'd be like, I think that this symbolizes that, and blah, what the author's trying to say. He's trying to make a social commentary on blah, blah, blah. And my teacher would be like, oh, I can see how you would think that. Very good. And I'd be like, I didn't read it. That's why English is crap. It's because you can just make up stuff. I offended so many English majors just now. I'm sorry. I'm wrong. I'm always wrong. That was high school English though. So I'm sure I never took any college English classes because I tested out of them. But that's what I mean about high school. I'm talking about high school courses. Focus on that. Okay. High school English is crap. That's what I mean. So yeah, whatever. I should just I need to refrain from like giving really personal opinions on these things because I feel like I'm going to get argumentative comments. It seems like I don't know because I this isn't my first vlog channel. I had one before I made Harshly Critical like 2 years before. I still have it. It's embarrassing. But if you spout, I used to be I used to have really like personal opinions on there, and people would get really pissed, and I got into some really bad comment fights, and people would like they would be so mean over the internet just because we had a difference of opinion. So I'm trying to stay away from that, I guess. I'm not gonna talk about religion or politics or anything. So English is not crap. High school English is, however. I will amend my statement. I'm sure I'll still get a comment like, that wasn't what my high school English was like. My high school English was hard. Or someone who's currently in high school who thinks that they know more than me will comment and be like, well, my high school teacher, we get lots of work, and it's really hard, and blah, blah, blah. And Algebra 2 is my hardest class. And yeah, just stop trying to tell me things. Oh, my CD tray came out. Okay, yes. I'm sorry. High school people. Ugh! I know a lot of you are in high school. I'm sorry. You guys are cool. But high school people that I meet in person, I can't stand them. I can't stand them at all. They annoy the crap out of me. And they always try to act like they have it so hard. Whenever they ask me about college, or I get into a conversation about them in college, I don't know many of them anymore. But when I was like a sophomore in college, I knew like a lot of them. And they would try to tell me things about college they would try to tell me things about like how difficult high school really is, and I didn't actually experience it because I went to a private school the past 2 years of high school, and I was homeschooled before that, so I had no idea the tribulations of public school work. What a joke. Like, I just, oh. Here I am getting all personal opinion-y again. Sorry. What a joke, though. Ugh. I wanted to, like, strangle it. Just like, you don't know anything. Like, shut up. Anyway. Oh, no, my cigarette showed. Sorry. I don't smoke. Okay. Now I'm going to get a comment about how I'm going to get lung cancer. Seriously, that is really annoying. Whenever you're smoking in public and somebody's like, your lungs are gonna rot out. It's like, oh, what? These are bad for you? I had no idea. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. That's all I ask. That's all I ask when it comes to high school students trying to tell me things about academia in person, and people telling me not to smoke, and people not telling me not to have a personal opinion. Just leave me alone. Okay. This vlog was very, very confrontational. No, but yeah, I try to keep that out of, especially out of my harshly critical stuff, because it's not important. That's just video commentary, fun. Video game commentary, fun. So, and I'll try to just remain pretty nonchalant on this channel. But, yep. That's about it. So, what was this video even about? It was supposed to be about grades, but then I went on, like, 3 rabbit trails. Okay. Do you guys know how often I'm in here talking to myself? I realized that this weekend when I was trying to vlog around other people. I was like, I'm in my apartment so often talking to no one. I'm in here either, you know, when I'm in my apartment, I'm usually either making a vlog, like I am now, playing Skyrim, which I do in silence, or I am, you know, making a commentary video for Harshly Critical, and I just talk to myself, and then I habitually talk to myself anyway. I'm not crazy, I promise. I've done it ever since I was little. It's therapeutic. I don't know. I make silly voices and just goof off. But yeah, I'm in here, talk to myself a lot. Don't mean to sound pathetic. I mean, I just got back from a social function. It's not like I'm sitting in here all the time, just woe is me, you know. So, just an interesting side note. Just trying to entertain you guys. Okay, well, I guess that's it. Oh, yeah, the social function. Yeah, I didn't want to be there, so I left early. So I guess it is kind of sad. But that's a time for another video. I was hanging out with a bunch of Christians. I didn't want to be there. I didn't want to be there. They all think I agree with them on everything. But that's a topic for another time. So, you know. Okay, well, I better stop it before it tells me I can't upload this. Okay, see you guys later. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.